Hey guys, me Steve, Cliff Anchi Chevrolet. Today I want to talk to you about the vehicle right behind me, the 2022 Chevy Suburban. This one we got in behind us, we just got in it. It is a high country. And while I did a video about a year ago on that high country Suburban, there has been a couple changes to the 2022 model year I want to go over, and also really quickly go on the difference between a high country and an LTZ, and really what are you getting when you buy the high country trim level. So let's get right to it. This 2022 Chevy Suburban behind me has a 6.2 liter V8 in it. That 6.2 engine has always been something that's been around on the high country. You've had the opportunity to go either the 5.3 or the 6.2. But the nice thing about it now is this year for the 2022 model year, you're going to be able to get that 6.2 at the RST trim level, the Premier trim level, or the Z71. So you do have that ability to go ahead and get that 6.2 engine that was just only exclusive to the high country, now in other trim levels of the Chevy Suburban. That 6.2 liter V8 comes paired with that 10-speed automatic transmission. And something they've added this year to that Suburban behind me, something they call ELSD, which is an electronic limited slip differential. It's just essentially a way for those wheels to lock up in the back when they start to slip. On the exterior, not really much has changed on that Chevy Suburban. We still have that Galvano trim on the grille, a lot of chrome on the high country with the badging that's on the exterior and in the interior and along the sill plates. But that main thing of that Galvano bronze trim that I talked about in that previous video, my favorite thing about the high country trim level is still there. As we go inside, you're immediately going to see a couple things different on the high country for the 2022 year. The first thing you're going to see is we've gone from that 4.2-inch driver information center to a 12-inch driver information center. And when you come in, you open the high country and sit down and close the door, it runs a whole video animation that's a panoramic drone shot that over some trees into a mountain. It is absolutely beautiful. High country logo pulls up. It's just something that's really neat, that's exclusive to that high country trim. As you also see that driver information center, your eyes can't help but look to the right and see that infotainment 3 that we now have added the Google Suite into it. You still have the Apple CarPlay and the Android Auto. It can sync different things up. It seems like most people have a Gmail now, so if you want to go ahead, add your Gmail into it, as long as you keep that 4G LTE service to the car, you're gonna have that connectivity of Google, like your emails and your maps right there on that infotainment system. Another thing that's standard on that Chevrolet high country behind me, 22-inch wheels. These 22-inch chrome wheels come wrapped in a Bridgestone low-profile tire, and it gives this high country just such a sleek look on the road. A couple more things also become standard this year on 2022 for the Chevy Suburban at the high country. Also, we have a reverse auto braking. We've always had front mitigating auto braking, where if you're going under a certain speed, the vehicle would apply the brakes even a split second before you could, when the sensors would sense something. We now have that on the back. So if you're backing up and it senses something you're coming, it's gonna go ahead and start applying the brakes for your foot to help give you that little bit of a jump start and saving you and your family from something unfortunate happening. Another standard thing on that high country trim level is also that heads-up display. That really hasn't changed much from the previous year. It is now a standard option that is on the high country. So we already talked about the high country badging, how it's on the headrest of the interior, how it's embossed on the grille with that Galvano trim. I know I keep talking about it. I love it. But you also have the emblems that are underneath the mirrors on each side of the Chevy Suburban, and also the high country logos on the illuminated sill plate. So that's what's new for the 2022 Chevy high country, and the main thing that really separates it from the LTZ. The LTZ, you usually have to add in a luxury package or a Premier Plus package to get some of these things, where with the high country, it just all becomes standard. And as you guys know by now, because I've talked about it on this channel, we know that there is a new Chevy Silverado coming out for the 2022 model year. And usually after that, the 3/4 ton follows, and then usually the Suburban and the Tahoe. So we can expect to see some changes coming on the Chevy Suburban and the Tahoe, probably for the 2023, maybe even the 2024. On that Silverado, not much is changing on that exterior, so I can't imagine much is going to change on the exterior of the Suburban. While that new 12-inch driver information center, I think it's going to be on the new Silverado, you're still going to see a little bit of a different radio. And then in 2023 and 2024, I really think that you'll see that different updated radio on the Chevy Tahoe and Suburban. I appreciate you guys swinging in, checking out this Suburban really quick. Not a lot has changed on the exterior, just a couple things on the interior that I just wanted to take a hot second to talk to you guys about. If you appreciated this video, do me a huge favor, hit that thumbs up button. If you want to keep up to date with everything that we have going on, finally starting to get some more inventory here at Cliff Institutes, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll catch you on the next one.